those of you who don't know me, my name is Pam O'Brien. I'm the general manager for Keller Williams Capital Properties. I've been in real estate since 19. Well, there's people in the room that were born after the fact after I got my real estate license, so I hate to actually focus on that. So so I have an idea of who's in the room, who's been in real estate less than 1 year. Okay, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20, older than dirt. You and me, babe. That's it. That's it. Well, see, some of us found our vocation early in life, right? Is that it? Okay, great. So I've been KW since 1997.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. When I started, there were 3,500 Keller Williams agents in the world, and there are now 149,000, 150,000, 151,000. I mean, right? Yeah, so we're growing at a pretty fast pace. I became a team leader in 2008. So I ran the Arlington, Virginia Market Center from 2008 until 2013. In 2014, somebody got a crazy idea and asked me to go open Keller Williams in the UK. So I went, yeah, that sounds like an awesome idea. Let's go do that. So I did. And after a year, I had it in place, decided we really needed a British team leader, which we did, because my British is just really bad. I can't pull that one off at all. So we got a British team leader, and I got lured back to the DC area where I started here. So one of the things that I wanted to start with is that the conversation that I've been realizing that we're not having is that people think Keller Williams is just another brokerage. And what I really wanted to make a distinction for you today is the reason we're talking about things like business planning in a way that you probably don't hear other places is that a better way to think of Keller Williams is that we really are a business incubator. Right? That's really what we do. If you think about the mission of Keller Williams, it is to build careers worth having, so you can have a business worth owning, so you can fund a life worth living. That's really what we're all about. And if you think about, well, why does that matter? Has anybody read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki? Okay, have you followed on to the next one, which is Cash Flow Quadrant? Okay, so Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Ooh, are there any more markers, Zach? Sorry. Yeah. Robert Kiyosaki in Cash Flow Quadrant said that there's 4 ways that you could actually make money. So you can be an employee, you can be self-employed, you can be a business owner, or you can be an investor. So on this side, you trade time for money, right? So if you're an employee or you're self-employed, you are trading time for money. That's what this is all about. On this side, your money works for money. Some of your time, more of your money. 95% of America is over here. You're either employed or self-employed. Tell me which real estate companies see you any place other than here. KW says we want you to be a business owner, don't we? Right? Careers worth having, businesses worth owning, to fund a life worth living. So we're helping to move people to be a business owner. And the most exciting part is that you already have the investment part for free. It requires virtually nothing for you to be an investor. How? Profit share, right? Profit share actually makes you an investor where you have zero risk, virtually no time invested, and you get money. So why does this matter? Well, this matters because we think that the longer you spend over here, the harder it is for you to build wealth. So moving over here helps you to build wealth. If you want to know where the wealth is in America, 95% of the wealth lives right here, on this side. So go get Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant. Read that one again. If you haven't read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you might want to start with that one, move into Cash Flow Quadrant. Because you're going to find that there are some concepts that will be really helpful to you in doing that. So what we want to talk about today is how do we take this business, it's sticky, I know, and there's some folded over the top, it makes it a lot harder to get the other one out underneath it. But the good news is I don't need that one anymore, so I don't care. I know, is that bad? Okay, So if we're gonna plan a business and we're gonna say, great, we're gonna start looking at this in a different way than anybody else has had you look at this before. When you're doing your business planning for a year, what tends to happen is you say, I think I'll do 12 transactions next year. I think I'll do 15 transactions next year. And really there's no thought to what does that mean to you in your pocket. And partially this is because most real estate companies don't talk to us about our net, because they want you to focus on the money that you make as the 1099 that you get, so you're not really paying attention to how much money is actually going out before you get your commission, right? So we want to talk about total gross commissions and your net. So just for grins, would it be okay if we used $150,000 that you want to make in 2017? Would that be okay?
Yes.
Is that a number that you guys would be happy with? Okay, so you guys just go ahead and like multiply times 4.
I'm like,
Alright.
yeah, that would be a pay cut, but okay.
Yeah. Times 4?
Oh, yeah.
6, 8, no, net. Net, okay. Net.
That's a different story, huh?
For most agents it is. I actually don't know enough about their business to know, so I can't actually say. So this is net. This is what I want you and the IRS to have to go deal with, okay? So this is not post-tax, this is what you and the IRS have to go talk about. Now here's the cool thing, is that at KW, your cost of sale is capped. So your cost of sale, which is the amount of money that you pay to your brokerage, referral fees, buyer's agent splits, etc. At 150, we're probably not talking about buyer's agents. So we're talking about your cap plus your royalty. So all we have to add is $25,000 for cost of sales. I'm just going to throw a number in here for grins and say, I'm going to give you guys $50,000 for expenses, which is $4,000 a month and change. Okay, so that should give you enough that you could have part-time assistant, certainly transaction coordinator, pay for your marketing, right? So if we add this up, what do we get? $225,000. $225,000. This is your GCI, gross closed income, GCI. Now in order to figure out GCI, we have to back it out into volume, right? So I want to do this, I'm going to do one way, but I want you guys to calculate it a couple of different ways. So average commission, what's your average commission running? 2.75?
7,500.
No, 2.75%? Is that a fair number to say?
Yeah.
Because I see that you guys are giving away commission too much, so I'm not going to use 3.
2.75.
I'm going to say 2.75.
We're not giving it away anymore.
Well, now,
Sorry.
if a buyer's agent listings, it's rare you get 3% on as a buyer.
Well, okay, that's a choice that you make because you can choose to accept what's in the MLS or you can choose to have your buyer pay the difference, just saying. That's a choice. If you want to earn more, be worth more.
Thank you.
You got a point. You got a point.
We did not practice this ahead of time, just saying. This happens to be like, yeah, mind meld. Got it. Okay, so take this number, so you got your phone. Take 225,000, 5.
Run that by me again.
225,000 divided by 0.0275. What do you get?
81.
Okay, so 8.2 million? Yes. Okay, so just for grins, take 225,000 and divide it by 0.03. $7.5 million. Okay, so just for grins, divide it by 0.025. Okay. And just because we're playing, divided by 0.035. Because, why not? So you know when that seller asks you to cut your commission a little bit, and it feels like, okay, I can cut my commission a little bit. Well, if you wanna make $150,000 and you're getting 2.75, you gotta do 8.2 million. If you're getting 3.5, you only have to do 6.4 million. If you're only getting 2.5, you gotta do 9 million. So you think, no big deal, no big deal. What's the big deal with this, right? So I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was at Mega Camp a couple years ago, and there was an agent there